Okay, lesson 192. I have a function God would have me fill. Yeah. So I am personally, I'm remembering the day I gave myself a C for some reason. I think I wasn't practicing enough. And people were like, don't give yourself a C, but today I want to give myself an A. Because I am starting to see there are miracles happening. And it has to do with the lesson today. And the lesson talks about what I understood was like, it's the same thing in that book by Neil Diamond Walsh, something of the soul. It's the children's book about a soul who wants to come to Earth, and then through the book decides he wants to express forgiveness. And God's like, well, in the book is like, well, everything's perfect. It's made in my likeness, so it doesn't even need forgiveness. But then somebody, one of the souls said, I'll go in to the earth and I will give you a reason to forgive. Because you want your function to be forgiveness. That feels good to you. I will send you people, situations to forgive. And then the soul who says, I want to forgive, is so happy. Like, wow, you love me so much. You would lower your vibration to the point of upsetting me so I could forgive you. But that's what I got, that kind of same message here, that like forgiveness is so unnecessary in the heavenly realm. And it says later also, if we were without our body, if we were in the form of our being, which is just the mind, and not our head, not our brain, the consciousness, I'm just using words, but that feel like they could work. It said you wouldn't attack, because the whole thing about the body containing the soul and putting these limitations and then looking separate from the other bodies, then we get into this whole game where we attack. And I had a great opportunity today, and I got the great fortune to hold space for someone who was challenged, and then who was not even an hour and a half later, I got the same practice. So I had just been in a space of seeing clearly for another person, which happens when, you set that intention. It feels like it does for me. And then, man, I had my own practice. But the other thing that came out in our conversation was that favorite line that keeps coming up, which is focus on the light. The darkness will take care of itself. So we had a little funkiness in our house, let me call it that. And then I got this inspired idea, like, let's go to the beach, And it was like, I had almost like directly went to my husband to talk about things, but it just felt like my energy was very... And then when I said, let's go to the beach, I had this new purpose. And in going to the beach, it was like, I stepped into this forgiveness mode where I'm like, okay, I'm not going to battle you down here. I'm going to give us the opportunity to rise up, because Justine loves the beach, and Justine is the cutest thing in a bathing suit that you've ever seen. So going to the beach with her just naturally lifts us up. And then we had dinner, and we co-cooked, and the whole thing was lifted. And I focused on my energy on bringing us up here. And it worked. And that's why I give myself an A. And, as I read the lesson too, it was like, when I reread it, I was kind of like, if you were to imprison, if I was to kind of go at my husband at this level and just kind of say somehow how he's not meeting my or he's not, I want you to know this is how I feel about it or something. That's doing what it says, basically enslaving your brother or holding them prisoner. And it's just like, it says it in the lesson later at the bottom, like, again, they're here to help you. You made an agreement. Potentially, this works for me, that we made an agreement that I would come to earth to demonstrate Christ consciousness, or the consciousness where we release the judgment, like the consciousness of a pure spirit. And the people and opportunities come so we get to practice and demonstrate, because it's very freeing. I felt amazing to go into mode of climb up out of it. We didn't even discuss anything specific that happened, and it lifted everything, changed the whole day. And it's not every time you can go to the beach, but it's something like that. It's like, what would naturally lift the vibration and shift and create the miracle, the shift? But, I got inspired by that. And it was hot. There was all signs pointing to beach. And then I got specifically which beach to go to. And we never go to that beach. We've never been. And as a family, we haven't. And we don't really know what we're doing. We pretend. We have like a tent. We've got a couple things. We pretend we know. And then we pull up and they're like, you have to have a mask. I forgot the masks, but I put Justine's like dress over my face. And the attendants at the parking were like, oh, in 15 minutes, the beach is open for free. And it was going to be 4 o'clock. And so we took a drive. And then we came back and we got a free beach, free parking. And I just trusted. I don't know. Anyway, I'm so blessed and grateful for this course and this journey. Yeah. So, and for me, again, when I read forgiveness, it's releasing meaning, it's releasing judgment. It's staying in the, okay. It's just like not seeing things here, just being here more and being like, oh, my brother, you're there. Oh, well, I compassionately either, bend down, but not like go down and bite there. Like stay here or go there. It's possible, and I'm so grateful. And thank you for listening. Justine has a ton of sand in her hair, in case you were wondering. You weren't, but she went under one time when she bent down because the waves, it's like intense, like for kids who are not, she's only been in a swimming pool twice in her life, or 3 times, where she didn't really like do anything but let me carry her around. And here she is in waves into, undertow and stuff. But she was ready for more, so what a blessing. So peace, love, good job, hug, kiss.